Hey, you guys. Hey, I'm Coach Donovan Darius. If you're watching this, you're either just about to possibly do a camp or a program with us, or you're in the middle of it, or this is something you got sent afterwards. But the whole purpose of this is what I call and give it out to all my next level athletes. Again, we understand that there's several different components to being a next level athlete. Okay, there's a next level athlete on the field, whether it be sport, whether it be football, basketball, track, volleyball, you name it. And then there's the next level athlete off the field, which is dealing with how you are as a young man or young lady, what you do in school, how do you take care of your grades, what do you like in your community. And so again, next level training is more than just about athletics. It's about a mindset, and it's about a way in which we approach things. And so I always understand, as a father of 4 children, okay, I always understood that every level of development was something that a child need. There's something that children and there's teenagers need to learn. And so what I've tried to discover and what I try to do is try to create a little program, just something, a little video for you to understand what are some of the top things that you may need to learn at this age. And again, when you start building those things, it's like building a skyscraper. You build a foundation, and then you build on that, then you build on that, then you build on that. Next thing you know, you're at the 100th floor, you're looking down, you're like, wow, we're way up here. Well, that's the same thing with athletics. It's the same thing with training, the same thing with all your goals and dreams. You're always going to be building upon them. And so what I'm going to do in this segment, and the name of with this video is basically the top 10 life skills for adolescents and teenagers and young teenagers. Again, yep, so that deals with anybody that's dealing with the ages of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to around 13. We'll have other programs and other videos for those that are 15, 16, and on up through college, as well as professional athletes. And so one of the great things about it is that the things that we're going to share are going to be things that you're going to be able to directly benefit and utilize in your life. They're going to not only help you on the field or the court, but they're also going to help you in life. And so a requirement here is, here's what I want you to do. I want you to watch this video. When you watch this video, make sure you have a pad and a pen, or you have something to type with, or you have something to write with, something where you can document it. Because what I want you to do is you're going to take and watch this video, and as I go along, you're going to then write down the different points that I say. After you write those points down with the things that I say about it, then you're going to now email it to us. Okay, you're going to be emailing it to the email address that we send to you for you to email. The purpose of that is so not only can you get equipped before the camp about life skills, but you'll be able to have those life skills during the camp and after the camp. There will be a test, there will be a quiz. I will be making sure that everybody have done it in order for you to participate in the camp or go to wherever the next level is. So here we go. Let's get into what are the top 10 life skills that I believe that adolescent teenagers need to understand. Number one, and none of these are in no specific order, but number one is honesty. You got to think about it. Instead of just making up something, instead of, just trying to guess things, one of the most important things that people require and people desire is a person who is honest. I know it's really easy to try to tell a lie and try to get out of things, but honesty is very important. And here's some of the reasons why it's important. I know when I was coming out of the NFL, out of college into the NFL, one of the things that they talked to, the NFL coaches did, is they called my high school coaches, they talked to the college coaches, they came in and talked to them on the phone in person, and they wanted to know what type of person Donovan was. Was he somebody that just tells the truth and he's always going to do what he say, or is he somebody that tries to make excuses just to get out of things? And so if you practice honesty, that is going to help you increase your availability and increase the desire that other people have for you. So number one is honesty. Number two, you want to work on good manners. Good manners are how we communicate ourselves, how we respond to other people, okay? And so when we think about good manners, here's what I want you to do. There are basically 3 to 4 things that I want you to practice on, saying more of, okay? Number one, I want you to be able to say please more. When you want something, say please, okay? And then the other thing, and number two, I want you to be able to say thank you. Say thank you for more things now. You can say thank you for it, just period, or you can say thank you and then say exactly what you're thankful for. Like, hey, thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad, for driving me to practice. Thank you for the new shoes. Thank you for, loving me. Thank you for helping me. Thank you, coaches, for training me. Thank your friends for the things that they did nice to you. So please and thank you. And the last two kind of go together. That's getting to the art and understanding of saying yes, sir, and no, sir. Yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. Here's why that's amazing and most important. as I began to go up through the ranks of football and track and all that stuff, and I learned the power and the quality of saying yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, and no ma'am, people started dealing with me different. They started giving me more things. They started helping me more things. They started coming up with different ways to help me. They started giving me favors, all this stuff, because they really respected the fact that I respected them by saying yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. In the military, they require it. You're not required to do this at home, but I'm telling you this, just like if you want a cheat code for the game, this is another cheat code. Learning how to say thank you, learning how to say please, you're learning how to say yes ma'am, and learning how to say no ma'am. So that's number 2. The third thing I want you to understand is about how you should eat, making healthy choices in your food. And here's what I want you to think about. If you understand that there are certain foods that when you eat, it's going to actually help your body grow and develop to do what you want to do, then it's going to be great. Let's take a couple vegetables that I want you to try to look and eat more of. Number 1 is spinach. Spinach is great for your muscles as you want them to grow. They're great for your blood because it flows throughout your body and it helps you stay vibrant and helps you get away from being sick. And broccoli. If you ever look at broccoli, it looks like kind of like a brain. It has the neck, the heart, and then it has this, all this leafy stuff. Well, that tells you when you look at certain foods, they can tell you exactly what they're helpful for. And so broccoli is great for your brain. It helps you think, process, help you remember things. And so remember, you got spinach, you got broccoli, and then you got beets. Okay, beets are little red, little things. When you look at it, like, man, this is really, really red. Well, beets help with your blood as well. Again, a lot of people take flu shots, a lot of people get sick, but beets help your blood regulate. And watch this, in order for your body, when you're playing, okay, some of the people get out of breath fast. Well, people that eat beets are able to go longer because their blood is being renewed and cleansed and all that. Okay, so remember beets, and then the last one with the vegetable is carrots. Okay, carrots have vitamin D in it. Okay, vitamin E, it helps you. Vitamin K, it helps you with your eyesight. So carrots are good for your eyes. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're playing football and you're a receiver, you better be able to see that ball. If you're a quarterback, you better be able to see your receiver and see that defender, as well. If you're playing basketball, you better know where that hoop is at, how far away it is, okay, for your shot. And so understand, these are some of the vegetables that you should think about more. When we think about some of the fruits, so think about these fruits. I'm not giving you all of them, but I'm giving you a few of them to think about. Okay, you can think about oranges. Oranges have vitamin C in it. That helps your immune system. That means it helps your body stay healthy. So eat oranges for your health, your immune system. Then you got apples. Okay, apples are great basically almost for everything. That's probably one of the number 1 fruits that you should eat. Okay, blueberry, blackberries, okay, avocados, all these things, and bananas. Bananas are great because guess what? If you're a high profile athlete and you want to really, really work hard, then when you work hard and you push, you run, you lift weights, your body muscles contract. Well, potassium helps your body when it's helping those muscles contract so you can put more power into what you're doing. And so here's just a few fruits, a few vegetables that I'm encouraging you to think about. Remember, we're talking about eating healthier, having healthier food selections. And so think about those things. Remember those things and add them to your diet. Okay, and number 4, the number 4 life skill for adolescents and teenagers is understanding about the word respect. When we think about respect, it's basically giving a person authority, okay, who is in authority and respecting them or considering them as someone important. So when you think about respect, it's not only respecting yourself, but it's respecting others too. The way you treat yourself, what you do for yourself shows the level of respect. And what you say and what you do to others show a person how you respect for them. And so understanding this, when I'll talk about the camps, when we get to the camp, I'll talk about 2 ways you can show a person respect. Okay, we're going to talk about that when we get to the camp. But to understand number 4 is learning how to show respect. When you show respect from others, it shows a sense of self-worth. It gives them a sense of self-worth. You want to ever build somebody up? Respect them more. Show them more respect. Okay, give them the care or give them the consideration that they deserve. So again, so that's 4. Number 5. Number 5 is learning how to lose gracefully. The art of winning, a part of sports is winning and losing, right? But if you can learn how to lose gracefully, then you can understand that some of the most disappointing situations can be some of your greatest life lessons. There's a concept that I heard, a phrase I heard, they say, hey, when you lose, okay, sometimes you can lose, but you can really win. What does that mean? Well, if you lose in the score, but you learned the lesson of why you lost, or what you need to do better, then you actually really won. And so all losing is a lot of times is really just giving you feedback. It's giving you feedback. You may not have known enough. You may not have did enough. Or you might just come just a little bit short. And maybe you can learn about what I need to do the next time. So losing can actually help you, you know what I'm saying, in the long run. And so number 5 is lose gracefully. Number 6, understand time management. Okay, we all got clocks on our phones, our television, on the wall, and the computer and everything. And so understanding how to manage your time best, okay, increases your ability to make decisions, increases your ability to do what you need to do. Because when you think about any game, every game that we play has a time clock to it. Whether it's a shot clock, whether it's a 24 snap count, you know, whether it's a 2-minute drill, whether it's 4 minutes, volleyball, you know, anything. Every sport has some type of time aspect to it. So when you understand how to manage your time, it allows you to quantify and allows you to really accelerate and maximize all the time that you need. For example, if you didn't understand how to manage your time good, well, we had the 2-minute drill and you had to come down and you was in football and you was a quarterback and you didn't have great 2 minutes management skills, then guess what? You may play as if you got 3 to 4 or 5 minutes in the game. But if you knew your time was limited, then you'll make decisions faster. You'll do things faster. You'll be more efficient. You'll make better decisions. So understanding how time management helps you, allows you to be a better athlete and make better decisions, hopefully to have, you know what I'm saying, a greater level of success. The next one is responsibility. When you think about being responsible, you want to think about having the ability to respond. So what does that mean? That means that you have enough information that when the situation calls for it, you know exactly what to do. And so responsibility has everything to do with you being able to help other people, okay, in the things that they need. Being responsible means you are basically now in a position where people look up to you. Even as a young man or young lady, people look up to you to basically give them the opportunity to succeed. When you think about responsible people, leaders, here's what I always say: leaders are former followers who rewarded because of their ability to respond. So leaders are former followers who are now rewarded because their ability to be responsible. And so when you think about that, that's what you want to be. You want to be a leader who is responsible, a leader who knows what to do, a leader that can come into the game and make a play, a leader who can do exactly what they're supposed to do, a leader that gets things done on time, a leader who can not only talk about it, but show it. So having responsibility is the next one. The next thing is you want to have compassion and forgiveness for others. Listen, you're going to meet people that are not going to like you. You're going to meet people that's going to say some bad things about you. You're going to meet people and see people that don't always do the right thing. But for you, as a next level athlete, you want to have compassion and forgiveness. So compassion basically says that, you know what? Everybody may not have it well put together. Or everybody some people may be going through a tough time. So compassion basically says, I want to come help you. I want to give you company around areas that you're passionate about. Let's say that they want to do better on your team. Your teammate wants to do really good, and you have compassion for him or her. So that means that you basically come alongside them. You understand where they're at, and you basically bond yourself as a teammate and say, let's do this together. So having compassion is an understanding that you have for other people to help them go and grow where they need to go. And then forgiveness. Forgiveness is basically giving yourself permission to move forward. That means you might get hurt. Somebody might disappoint you. Somebody might not do something that you like, but by forgiving them, you're giving yourself permission to move forward. If you don't forgive them, you're not moving forward. If you forgive them, you give yourself permission to move past the mistake that they made. Because remember, nobody's perfect, and neither are you. And so learning compassion and forgiveness. And the next one is number 9, the joy of learning. When you think about it, inventions were made just because people was curious. Okay, offensive and defensive plays were made just because somebody was curious. How can we do it another way? Okay, touchdowns was made, the celebrations were made. Everything was made. Why? Because people were curious. So never stop learning on and off the field. Keep asking questions. I used to have a coach that say, Donovan, you ask so many questions. Well, guess what? When I ask a question, I get an answer. And when I get an answer, I get more information. And when I get more information, we can now do something because we have more to pour onto. So don't stop asking questions. Continue to have the joy of learning. And number 10, understand about money management skills. Even though you're not making a whole lot of money, you might make a little allowance here, this and the other, but learning at an early rate, at an early age about money management skills is going to be so important. Here's what I meant. Here's what I want you to understand is that there are differences when you deal with money. There are things called assets and there's things called liabilities. Assets are things that you own, that you buy, that help you make money. Okay? And that's our assets. Liabilities are things you give your money to or spend your money and they lose value and you can't get it back. So you think about assets and liabilities, some would say that your home is an asset. Some would say businesses, right? Businesses are an asset. Some would say, hey, an idea, an invention is an asset. Why? Because those things can make more money for you. But then there's the other thing, liabilities. And those liabilities are things that you spend your money on and they lose money. What is liabilities? Sneakers can be a liability. Why? Because every day you wear them, they get worse and worse and worse. Okay, sometimes some candy, food can be liabilities, or just having, the newest PlayStation is a liability, or Xbox, because it doesn't increase in value. And so as you grow up, it's just starting out with money, I want you to think about two different buckets. I want you to think about a spending bucket, and I want you to think about a saving bucket. And whenever you get money, I want you to put money into the saving bucket, and then you can put money into the spend bucket. You never turn back and pick out that savings bucket, okay, unless it's a pure, absolute, emergency. But here's what you're going to do. You're going to teach yourself now how to be a steward and have great money management skills at a young age. So when you get older, you wonder, how can people have nice things? How can they take a little bit and make it big? Because they understood the difference between assets and liabilities, and they understood in practice how to go and put money in a spending bucket that they're going to spend, and then they put money in the saving bucket for them to save for a rainy day. And so there you have it, my top 10 life skills for adolescents and teenagers. Here's your requirements. You watching this space, you probably got your homework assignments probably written, but I'm gonna let you know now. What I want you to do is, as you watch this video, you should have written down every single one that I said, all 10, okay? All 10. And then I want you to write just a little bit about what does it mean. So you're going to write down, let's say, honesty. Well, it basically means encouraging, okay, and telling all having integrity and doing exactly what you say. You might say, hey, good manners is about saying yes, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, please, and thank you. So each one, write down the top 10, and then I want you to just write just a little bit about what I'm talking about and what does it means to you, okay? And then you send it to the email that you'll be instructed to send it to. Listen, I'm Double D, Coach Darius, here to help you not only on the field, but also in life as well. You're next level athletes, and it's not just on the field. It's a way of living, and it's a standard that we try to live by. And so listen, I look forward to seeing you guys at the program, or if you've been a part of the program, thank you. I hope you did a great job and you learned some more. Look forward to seeing you again. Peace out. Look forward to reading you guys' information and look forward to hollering at you later. Peace out.